So we'll be getting started very soon, between the 1 minute mark and 1 minute 30-second mark. So get yourself settled in, and we'll be getting started soon. Need some water. Double visions. Alright. Sound volumes, here we go. We're gonna have to lower these down so you can actually hear me. Just keep that hint level on there, I guess. Alright. Alright, so it's past the 1 minute 30-second mark. So, hello internet and welcome back to Onyx Playz when I'm out of the circumstances. Onyx Slays. And, my throat is not in the best shape right now. I'm literally having to whisper in a way. This is literally as loud as I can get without my throat completely going crazy. We're going to be continuing Back to the Future the game. Last time I played this was actually on YouTube when I used to stream on YouTube. And in popular vote last Monday, people wanted Doom for last Monday, but a lot of people voted for Back to the Future the game as well. So I decided to give the people, both sides of the people, both sides of the coin, the same benefit. So last Monday I did Doom, and this Monday I'm doing Back to the Future. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stream today. I'm going to stream until my voice is like, you can't do anymore. I'm gonna try and do this whole episode today. So yeah, I'm very sorry that I cannot talk loud right now. My throat, I literally was not able to talk really this morning. And I've been drinking, some nice Coca-Cola and drinking some water today, and that kind of helped a little bit with my situation. So we're gonna play this out and everything. There may be times where I'm gonna have to put my headset down and blow my nose off camera. I'm just giving you guys that warning. I feel like shit right now, but the show must go on, and I do this for the people. I do this for you guys that take time out of your days to come and check me out when you could be checking out somebody else. So I highly appreciate that, and I love you all. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start a new game. Show goals. Sure. I'll show some goals. So I hope everybody's doing okay today. Wake up, Marty. You're having a dream. You're having a nightmare, Marty.
What?
Oh, yeah, this is where it starts you off at. Okay.
Where am I?
Give me a moment.
Citizen Plus? Citizen Plus?
Okay. Sorry, I had to blow my nose there. Alright. Oh, it's a great game. By the way, hello, Mr. Roses. Okay, so first off, what we have to do is we gotta find a way out of this room. There's many different things that we can look at. Like, for example, you know, there's Edna Strickland right there, talking her little bitch ass head off. We go to the intercom right there.
Make sure the McFlyboy is prepped for his Citizen Plus treatment by the time I finish with my husband.
How is Citizen Brown?
I'm afraid it's worse than we imagined. He's gone completely antisocial.
Darn.
We're using every tool at our disposal to snap him out of it. But I fear that nothing short of a complete personality rebuild will bring our leader back to us.
And it's all McFly's fault.
Unbelievable, isn't it? One teenage hooligan has brought Hill Valley to the brink of ruin. Ah, well. Let me know when he's ready. I'll be tending to Citizen Brown.
I gotta get out of here and rescue Doc.
Did you know that Mr. Rumble Roses is a hooligan? Yeah, he's a real salty hooligan. Okay.
Martin?
Ah, Dad, is that you?
Who else would it be?
Where are you?
Back in the
Peeping
garage.
Tom.
What are you doing in the Citizen Plus ward?
Edna threw me in here.
She can't do that to my son. How can I help?
Why are you here?
Not that I'm not happy that you're here, but why are you here?
I'm looking for your mother.
Mom?
After you left, she and I had a big old fight, and, well, she went and signed herself up for a full battery of Citizen Plus treatments.
Can you tell her about Biff?
I tried. You know your mother. Once she puts her mind to something, she's a regular force of nature.
I figure that if I can just find her, maybe I can talk her out of this foolishness.
Can you help me escape?
Is there any way you can help me escape this loony bin?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe override the security systems or something.
Override the what? Son, this isn't a science fiction movie.
By the way, I hope I can be heard real good, Mr. Rumble Roses. Can you let me know?
Is there any way you can help me escape this loony bin?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe override the security systems or something.
Override the what? Son, this isn't a science fiction movie.
Dad, I know this is a lot to accept, but I've got to rescue Citizen Brown so that we can go back in time and stop him from ever marrying Edna in the first place.
Don't say that, please.
Right, son.
Don't say that,
That
please.
is a lot to accept.
I don't want to be asking.
Yet you ever said it. Just concentrate on getting you out of
This
there.
is a quiet.
maybe that's for the best.
Let's play. We'll call it that.
Dad, those Citizen Plus watches are going to turn everyone in Hill Valley into robots, starting with Citizen Brown.
I always suspected digital watches were evil.
It's not the watches, Dad. It's Edna. She's completely lost it.
Citizen Edna's crazy? Oh, that's not good. Although it would explain a lot.
Stay close, Dad.
I'm as close as I can get, Martin.
Alright, so what you have to do is you have to, you know, override the way out of here. I know how to do that. I just have to do it in a specific order. But we need to do the squawk box first.
Dad,
How can I help, son?
stay close,
oh, wait,
Dad.
that's right.
I'm as close as I can get, Martin.
I know what I gotta do. Window. It shows Jennifer.
Jen? Hey, Jennifer! I gotta get her attention.
Okay, first off, what we need to do is get into the locker.
He's locked up all my stuff. I'll never get that combination on my own.
See, I know how you gotta do it. Watch this.
Hello?
What?
Why is my stuff?
Why is all my stuff locked in a cage?
In order to ensure that Citizen Plus patients don't injure themselves, their belongings are placed in a locked box until the completion of their Citizen Plus treatment.
Injure themselves?
It's a very intensive process. Some people can't handle it.
Can I look look at my stuff.
Take a look at my stuff for a second.
Why?
I want to make sure my guitar neck isn't getting bent.
What?
Come on, man. My parents spent a fortune on that thing.
Fine. Back away from the door, sir.
Watch.
There. How's the guitar?
I guess it's okay.
Good.
Now you'll talk to Dad.
Dad.
How can I help, son?
I tried to peek past the
I tried to peek over the guard's shoulder to get the combination, but he's too tall.
Over his shoulder? Hold on.
What?
I may have it on tape.
Zoom, enhance. Zoom, enhance.
Ha! What?
The camera was high enough to see over his shoulder.
Nice work, Dad.
The combination is 2 left, 8 right, 18 left, 32 right.
All right.
Hey, your guitar! I'm sorry I tried to throw it out.
Yeah, the guitar's pretty cool, but this is what I care about.
No fair making your dad all misty, son.
Yeah, gotta love it. Alright, now we gotta talk to Jennifer in the squawk box.
Dad.
How can I help, son?
Is there a way I can talk to
Could you let me talk to Jennifer?
Jennifer Parker?
Yeah, she's in the room next door.
Let's see, that'd be waiting
Nah,
room
Jennifer
beta.
Lawrence.
Got it.
Of course it's gonna
Roll
be
back
Jennifer
again,
Parker.
son. Jennifer.
I need my soda. I'm sorry.
Martin, is that you? Where are you?
I'm over here, in the camera.
Oh, Martin, aren't you in enough trouble already?
Trouble? Jen, what are you talking about?
You know, with all the drinking and the PDAs.
Jennifer, what's wrong with you? You sound strange.
I used to be strange, Martin. But thanks to my first Citizen Plus treatment, I'm well on my way to becoming an average, well-adjusted teenager.
Citizen Plus? Oh no, Jen, not you too.
I don't know. I'm being stupid. Why is your door
Why is your door open?
Now that I'm finished with my Citizen Plus treatment, I'm free to go whenever I want. I'm just waiting for the nice guard to escort me out.
Hey, on your way out, do you think you can help me break out of here?
Oh, I couldn't do that, Martin. It's against the rules.
Jen, snap out of it. This isn't the real you. I mean, it's kind of like the real you, but not like the real you in this timeline.
Wow, that's...
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'd never call you crazy, Martin. You're just sick. I should know, I used to be sick too. But now, I never want to spray paint a Buick or listen to rock music ever again.
Oh no.
Jen, this whole Citizen Plus thing is a scam. Edna's using it to take control of everyone in Hill Valley, including her husband.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Citizen Edna told me you were having paranoid delusions, but I had
I
no
know.
idea.
Okay.
Could you hang around for a few minutes? It's nice to have someone to talk to.
I'll be here until the guard comes for me. Then I'll really have to tell him about how you're hijacking the cameras.
Oh, come on, don't be a narc.
I'm not a narc. I'm a good citizen.
Okay. So, first off, we need the guitar, and we need to use it on the squawk box.
Okay, Jen, here's a little something I think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
Martin?
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin.
Such a
Martin?
dweeb. Such a dweeb.
What are you?
Snapping her out of it.
What's going on here?
I have no idea, sir. I was minding my own business, and all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, well, neither is this. No one scrambles my brain. You hear me? No
His brain
one.
got scrambled.
I'm Jennifer Parker, rock and roller.
Jen?
Oh, yeah, right.
I love that.
Yeah, Jen.
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you disguised so we can walk out of here. Calvin Klein underwear? Really?
There.
Aren't you a little
How
short
do I
for a
look?
stormtrooper?
Little short for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to do. Come on!
I love that line. It's a Star Trek line. I mean, Star Wars line. That's Star Wars line. Sorry, I had a moment there. Okay, so now what we gotta do? Gotta walk out of here. Go through the door.
Can't plug my guitar into that.
Are you serious, McFly? Just go out the damn door. I gotta go out the door. Go out the door. Thank you. Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Okay, hotshot, what's next?
Now we
Loosen some
rescue
stuff up,
Citizen
I'll say
Brown,
that.
get the hell out of here, and get things back to the way they're supposed to be.
Whatever, just as long as I get to break some stuff. I've got a lot of pent-up hostility right now, you know?
Miss Parker,
What the?
Yeah.
I'm here to escort you to the lobby. Your father's waiting for you.
Can he wait? I was hoping that this attractive young man could take me on a tour of the facilities.
I'm afraid I really must insist, miss.
Relax, Jennifer. I've got everything under control.
Really?
Really.
Okay then. But first...
What was that for?
For saving me, dummy.
He's such
Let's
a
go,
dweeb.
officer.
You know, I'm probably gonna have to write you up for a PDA violation.
Bite me.
What?
Rock and roll.
Yeah. Power of love. God trophy. Alright, so what we gotta do is we gotta find a way to get this guy away from his station, right? But we have to do it without causing a lot of interference, I guess you could say. So there is one way to do all this. Let's see.
Disengage occipital override.
Let me see here. There we go.
That's broken. I guess Jen did that so the guard won't be able to call for help.
Good idea. I need a newspaper. Where was the newspaper? Okay, Edna's in there. One of these has a newspaper.
Wow, they've really got this door locked up tight. I wonder what sick freak they've got in here. Ah! I should have known.
Oh wait, do I have a newspaper?
Hi, Biff.
Did I pick up a newspaper?
Looks like your intercom's busted. Just as well. It'd probably be just a bunch of swearing and mixed metaphors anyway.
You want
Want out of here, big guy? Guess they don't work. Hey, Biff. Guess who your guard is? Peekaboo.
I love messing
Bye,
with
Biff.
Biff, man.
No improvement, Citizen Edna.
love
Shall I
messing Okay, I do have the newspaper.
recycle the treatment?
Very well. Increase the overall.
I have some of that. Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's tannins. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try. I can be pretty persuasive.
No.
See, what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to get the pacification pill from Biff and put it in that guy's soda. So I have an idea. I love that. On the Rift Star. That has to go there. That was Biff making a noise. Because he's a beast of a man.
Hi, Biff. guard says I'm not supposed to give you any food until you swallow your pill.
Don't worry, Emmett.
I'd never get my hand under there.
Take the newspaper, McFly.
Oh, Biff spit.
Okay. Now we have to use the pill on the soda.
Hey, is that a public display of affection over there?
What? Sorry, it was just a shadow. Stop goofing around and get back to work.
Yes, sir.
Jeez, what have they been feeding Biff? Horse tranquilizers?
You, God!
Who, me?
I mean, me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Sure.
Okay, Doc, I'm in. Now, how do we get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable?
Oh, God, it hurt. Alright. Control panel.
Jeez, where's the off button on this thing?
I know, right?
Hey, an equalizer. At least, I think it's an equalizer. Optics. Volume. Finally, a word I can understand. Okay, that moved him a few inches. Maybe I can blast him right out the door.
Just let it go, Emmett.
Tactile. Oh! Whoa! Sorry.
I'm sorry, I wanted to shock Doc a little bit. I wanted to give him a controlled shock.
Gastrosensory.
Let's give him some gas.
Olfactory. I think I know what that means.
What the?
Looks like the aroma tanks have clogged themselves again.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. Come on, make yourself useful.
Now we gotta go to the room where they were in, and we gotta blast them out of there with the guitar.
I'm sorry about the delay, dear. This'd go a lot easier if you just gave up this madness about time machines and altering the past. You should concentrate on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more hours.
Edna, please, think about the consequences of your actions.
Me?
Yes,
You're
she
the one
is.
threatening the social order of Hill Valley with your crazy time.
Open the door.
Check. Sibilance. Sibilance.
What was that?
Let's blast Doc out of here. Rock on.
Hey, Doc, let's get ready to blow this joint.
What was that? You! What are you doing?
Get my friend out of here, you nutcase. Okay, that was a little less dramatic than I had expected. Let's go, Your Honor.
Citizen Brown. Got another trophy.
Omega-1 priority alert. Potentially disruptive non-conformists are loose in the courthouse. Please return to your homes until the situation has been resolved. Have a nice day.
Ouch. My knee. Ow, my knee.
What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
Hey, it's my mom. Hey.
Don't talk to her. She can give us away.
Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why? Is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
Fascinating.
Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
I guess. What the heck was Edna doing you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
Harsh. All right, Dad.
Take that, you scum.
No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
Yes,
She used to
now.
not be.
But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least,
Yeah.
that's how it seemed to me at the time.
Aww.
Mom, Dad, no!
You'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess you're right.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Great, let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Thank you.
Exactly. But don't worry, if things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
Stay off the street.
Yeah.
Citizen Brown? Emmett?
Cars need streets, you know, McFly.
He's not coming back, you know.
What are you talking about?
Emmett. Without me to guide him, he's almost useless. Before I found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me to inspire him, look at what we've built!
Alright, I'm back. I tried to mute my mic. Did it work, Rumble? When I left before?
Yeah, you've inspired him all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous.
Okay, good.
Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yeah, but he did that too. Not the only inspiration of Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Yeah. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
Okay, Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
The car.
1 second I'm in the present, the next I'm 6 months in the past. Amazing.
6 months? It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment.
Emmett, don't do this. You need help.
Oh, blow it out of your exhaust, poor dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't... Martin, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well, I'm sure there's no need for concern. There's probably just a minor miscalibration on the time circuits. Here.
What's this?
Clothes for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my life without my help.
Fine, leave.
Bye, Edna.
I'll ruin you, Emmett!
Sure.
I run this town.
See, Edna used to not be so bad. Makes me kind of wonder what really happened.
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Back in the car.
Call me, Doc.
Still think it's funny. It's been since YouTube when I streamed this. Wow. It's crazy.
This is where I last saw him. You, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Oh, luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on the first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
Very cool.
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and never turned me into a hooter. Say, remember Public Enemy? My, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool? Never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
But you're going to. That's what we're here for, remember?
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspire me with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
How could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown. An Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70-plus years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
Town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc, you need to go inside and check it out. First rule of time travel, Doc, never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It can cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek.
Wow.
Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Alright, we gotta go talk to him. Wrong button. There we go. Circles run. Okay.
Michael, you do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Oh, you know, here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine!
Yeah, well, girls are great and all, but don't get carried away. Thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
The rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car.
But...
more trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
Social utility? Since when do you care about...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
The what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Damn, I'm a little confused here. What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around, Corleone.
October 12th? Doc?
Uh-oh. Time machine had an issue again. Excuse me. What are you doing? There we go.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and Teenage You is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits. And the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being, I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk Teenage You out of...
If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on a more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna? Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Basically, in a nutshell, it still functions as a fucking car. Now, there is a missable achievement for this where you have to take less trips to and from this location. From this location to
My soon-to-be
Emmett's
future
lab.
wife is nothing if not predictable.
I made some notes on my
I really
notepad
have to
on my
talk to
computer
her.
to
I mean, couldn't I
help
just
me
hang out
memorize it.
until you fix the time circuits and... I'll talk to her.
Because sometimes I do forget certain
Better
things.
get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey,
I
you!
made some notes
Quit
before.
blocking the drive!
Before
All
I
car
streamed.
of the future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not? Good luck!
Alright. Which means I do not need to go into the street right now.
Spell it B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the record, let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... oh, dear.
Mr. Corleone, you do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
Jeez, those eyes, man. Oh my god.
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
No.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him. So oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah. You know, those gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat.
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Corleone, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Okay, so we have to talk to Edna a second time.
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Corleone, you know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Also has a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important...
Yes?
Well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain, I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities...
Say, what's your game?
Just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Then Trixie's gonna come out. Okay.
Hey, Audie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Okay, now I need to go talk to Doc.
Good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, don't. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Okay. One of the tents should be open. At least I thought so. on, let me look at my short notes again real quick. Oh, I forgot to do a dialogue thing with Doc. Come on, game. I made short notes from my memory. Because sometimes I do forget certain things.
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double-checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits.
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
It worked! Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device.
It's a
See,
thingy.
I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Sometimes I just want to punch that guy in the face. See, that's what I was waiting on. There's a couple things we need to get off of the exhibit here. Come on, game. Of course, you gotta walk all the way.
I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Corleone. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut, tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see...
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
Come on. Okay. Center button.
Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's thirsty crops.
Oh. What was that button thing? Oh. I did it wrong.
And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow,
Hello,
reassuring
Control.
all
Dan,
the
welcome
good
to the
people
stream.
of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of, and life is sweet.
Good to see
borrowing
you. Have a bit of a bad throat today, so I'm kind of taking it a little bit easy, but it's good to see you, Mr. Dan. How you doing? Just got a sore throat. Let's see. Trying to see if I can do this right. Let's see. Got that. Okay, now I need to go talk to Trixie. I hope so too. It's alright, man.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome.
Yeah, pollen's been really
To
bad
all
on me.
who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here. So, who are you supposed to be?
Don't you know your Homer? I am Techni Muse of Progress. You can tell by the lightning bolts.
Must have slept through that class.
I'm supposed to be a goddess-like. I'm the one who inspires all the great men who make the discoveries. And women, too. Leave us not forget Madame Curie.
I never would. So, you work for the expo?
Yeah, ain't it a kick? I greet all the important guests. And on the final day, I get to bestow the golden sundial on the winning contestant.
Okay. I know what I gotta do.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Artie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's gotta resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Ah.
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I do like dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techni, Muse of Progress.
Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
See you, Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
God, that woman is such an airhead, but you gotta love her. Okay, I need to talk to Edna now. Where is she? Oh, she's over
here. Can I talk to you a minute, Miss Strickland?
Surely. Excuse us a moment.
It's like this. I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techni, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it. Allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Lady, She fits the costume, she's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
I'll talk to Cue Ball. Because he's going to give me something very special. No, what are you doing? Go that way. Talk to Cue Ball.
Hey, pal.
Oh, jeez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah.
Why not?
Because little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
You seem kind of angry about Trixie.
Angry? Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even kid doesn't know. Stuff that curl your socks.
Alright, Mel, see you later.
Oh, yeah.
You take it easy,
and now
Mr.
to
Dan.
see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just, well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
So what's so, toe curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
Oh, man. I'll let you pick which one, Rumble. All those are really good. You pick one. I need to get some drink real quick. Alright, I'll do it.
Well, under the influence of
kinda
alcohol,
true, though.
my mom made a pass at me.
Ooh. All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is that Trixie?
It's a Trixie
Yep.
nude.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I, have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Wow. Okay.
What's the greater good? What's with your teeth?
Hey, what's with your teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Nothing. Oh, crap.
What's wrong?
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. I didn't know they turned my teeth green.
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out the audio, okay? I really need this job.
No problem.
Okay.
You better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
Hang loose, pal.
Funny, mister.
Alright, so what you're supposed to do is with those algae cakes, you're supposed to give one to every person in the expo. Yeah, that's really true. Plus, that's actually something that really did happen. And Back to the Future 1, when he went back into the past to fix what happened with his mother and father and Biff. I might actually watch those movies again. Back to the Future 1 and 2 are my favorites. 3 could have been a whole lot better. But yeah, there's a missing achievement here where basically not only are you supposed to limit your times coming to and from the expo to Emmett's lab and back, but you're supposed to get these algae cakes and you're supposed to feed them to every person in the expo, including Cue Ball.
How about an algae cake?
No thanks. I'm trying to cut down.
like him.
How about an algae cake?
No thanks. I'm trying to cut down.
I think Cue Ball already got it though.
How about an algae cake?
No thanks. I'm trying to cut down.
Okay, I think he already took his, so let's give one to Guy here.
How about an algae cake?
Yes, I am feeling a bit heckish. Where the hell'd you get that crap?
The expo.
Give one to Trixie.
How about an algae cake?
One doesn't normally think of algae as a dessert item, but, what the hell? Well, it's got a very, unique flavor.
Turns all their teeth green.
How about an algae cake?
Much obliged. That was different?
Okay, now we gotta give one to Doc and one to Edna.
How about an algae cake?
Don't mind if I do. Not bad. Algae, you say? I'm going to suggest that they add that to the menu at the orphanage.
How about an algae cake?
That tastes exactly like the slugs that Edna was pumping into me back in the Citizen Plus ward.
It didn't pop. Oh, that's right. I'm looking at my notes here. We need to offer one to Emmett as well. So it's not going to pop yet. Okay. Gotcha. Oh yeah, there's also another achievement as well.
Trixie sure got some nice, antlers. This is definitely something Edna wouldn't approve of.
There's a moose. It's kind of hot, you know. In a weird kind of way. Okay, right. I'm trying to think. And then I'm supposed to, I believe, give the picture to Edna.
You might want to take a look at this.
Why in the world would I be interested in... Oh, what have we here? Oh, sir!
Because she's going to get angry.
It appears
Show that
your
to Artie.
muse has been
Artie's going to have to
inspiring more
fire
than progress.
Trixie because she's not exactly American citizen.
What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is
And
she doing
then
in a dirty
that's
postcard?
going to fuel
I swear,
Trixie
Mr.
to help
if that
you
doesn't convince
with
you that
Emmett.
Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent Hill
I
Valley...
don't need you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good at what she does. I don't care if she was once the winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter to... Trixie?
What is it, Artie?
You know I don't like to pry. What state did you grow up in?
Province, Manitoba. Why?
Not even an American.
See, darling, the charter specifically states that the Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian...
I'm being fired? You are firing me?
I don't want to.
Here, take it back.
Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to reason.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. Okay, where am I at? Oh. was wondering why I wasn't showing my character.
Trixie?
I'll do it! I'll make that blue-nosed bitty-eater heart out!
That's great! I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But
up...
we gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Pollinate's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
Why am I not surprised?
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And then?
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
Fur. You gotta love the buns. You gotta love the buns. Okay, so the fur part is not open yet until later. I'm trying to think if I got everything before I continue.
Hey, Artie.
Hey, Mr. G-Man. How's the, undercover operation?
If everything goes as planned, we should be wrapping things up real soon now.
Well, when it's time for me to play my part, just say the word.
Keep doing what you're doing, Grandpa.
Grandpa?
That's our, code name for you.
Oh, ha! Funny.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to Emmett's place now, which means we gotta use skateboard on the street. Come on.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup. Emmett?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the Expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see now, what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with the woman of my dreams. And a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Okay. You get an achievement if you walk all the way around the ping pong table and you interact a couple times with the mind maps.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really. Mind if I...
Go ahead. Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Okay.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90%
Hello,
of Hill
YouTube
Valley
Green.
thus
Welcome
far.
to the stream.
A little disturbing.
Edna was right. Alright. Now we need to feed an algae cake to
Hey, Emmett, need a snack?
Desperately. What is it?
Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Oh, I've heard of these. Oh
yeah, of course.
They better be really nutritious.
Alright. So, I got the achievement for the algae cakes. Alright, let me see here. I'm still looking at my notes I made. Okay. just looking at my notes real quick that I made. Alright.
Nah.
How do I do this again? Oh, that's why it's not doing it.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Damn it, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute, does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
In God's no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
Basically what he's saying is that as long as he puts a fresh thing of compound into that shower, it won't eat away at his suit. So we got a little idea. Yeah, look by that shower.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
Perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
Barry, we need that.
What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Okay, go over to stew pot. See, before I started streaming, I was doing some big mental thinking before I streamed about what stuff I would probably miss in this game. So that's what I did.
Damn it. What's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
Easel. Where's the easel? We go across the thing. I think it's talking about the pictures thing over here.
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
That's Kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
gonna take Emmett's mind map, I'd better replace it with another one.
Photo album.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Huh?
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Slacker.
Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Okay, I'm trying to get something here.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I'd better replace it with another one. Tannen's mind map. If Emmett's map looked like this, I bet Edna wouldn't think he's such a model citizen.
Where the fuck is the easel? I'm trying to do something real quick. Where is it? I need... Oh, wait. There it is.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
Okay.
You look a little... constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Okay, now we need that photo album.
Hey, Emmett,
That's
I've got
gonna
an
be for
idea.
Trixie.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Okay. Now, we need to leave, but the game's gonna stop us.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. Much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me. See, now, for example, I want to explain to people what I'm talking about when I keep looking at my notes. I have some shorthand that I've written down to remind me of certain things that I need to remember. Like, for example, what was it? the algae cakes. I had to give one to everybody that was there. So I did. So basically, what I said on my notes was, cue ball. What was it? It was cue ball, Trixie, angry, picture, algae. Then teeth. Ask again about teeth. Get algae cakes. Everyone at Expo. Emmett last. That was to show how the order I had to do it in. Then there was everything with the alignment meter that was here. So, and also one of the shorthands I did was interact with mind maps 3 times. When I did that, that activated an achievement. This is another one that's a missable achievement. Basically, it was to get everything until you got the photo album. You were going to leave. The game was going to stop you. A scene with a wedding ring was going to happen. So I put, after leave, I put cutscene, then wedding ring. And now my shorthand is telling me to talk to Emmett. Say not to marry. And then I put BTTF3, and you'll understand why that is in a minute. So now we gotta talk to Emmett.
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
You can't marry Edna.
Can't marry Edna.
Why not?
BTTF3, Back to the Future 3. Who is Emmett married to? Clara Clayton. So that's why when I do this, I'm going to get an achievement.
There's someone better out there. Trust me.
I know you mean well, but look at me. I'm an awkward teenager with poor social skills and a predilection for prattling on about obscure scientific minutiae. Frankly, it's a miracle that one woman has found me desirable. It could be decades before another one comes along.
An uncomfortable truth. Got a trophy. Alright. So we got that.
Let's just drop it.
Fine.
We need to get out of this here.
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
Actually, I think there's something else I can do here. Hold on. Just a minute. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything in my notes. Give me just a minute. Technically, I wonder if I could do that now. Let me think. I'll give it a shot. Okay. John Wilkes Booth. Okay, so that means he's gonna have to like that.
Ah, that smells much better. Careful, don't let all the flavor escape.
Go. Slide advancer. Let me think. Is it a generator?
No!
Okay. Slide advancer. Let me think. Okay, that put him back into that. Photo tannin. Yes. Needs to be in agreement with that. Okay. That's a picture of an innocent-looking child. He has to be in disgust with that. Hold on. Do it again.
Ew.
Alright. Slide advancer. Picture of Trixie. Yes, picture of Trixie. Okay, I need to make him really like that. Stupid.
Ah.
Stupid.
That smells good.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best.
That'll be perfect. Mind map.
Bingo! Now
I
Emmett's
remember
mind
that
map
one
is
off
as
the top
bad
of
as
my head.
Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map, and Emmett's own machine will do him in.
Yep.
Okay, Emmett, get ready to meet the new you.
Hey!
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who
A
cheats on
not
his
so
girlfriend.
beautiful mind. Got the achievement. Alright, so let's see. I need to give the photo album to Trixie. I need to age the spray bottle. I need to do the can oil for later. Got the diamond. I need to get the excuse me. Give me a minute. Mute my mic real quick. Alright, I'm back. That was one hell of a sneeze. Oh my god, that hurt so bad. Okay, so let me see if I got everything here. Let me see. I can leave now. Yeah, I know that the fur is left. I just want to make sure I've done everything at the lab first before I leave. Because there's an achievement to where I have to do a limited amount of times to and from the 2 locations. Just seeing if I wrote down everything right. I think I'm good. Alright, so now I can leave and get out of here.
Emmett?
Yeah?
You get back to work.
Come
We'll
on.
catch up later.
Thanks.
I hate how sensitive this thing is.
Emmett?
Yeah?
You get back to work. We'll catch up later.
Thanks.
Quit being so sensitive.
Emmett?
Yeah?
Get back to work. We'll catch up
Quit
later.
it, game.
Thanks.
I want to leave.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I hate it when the game's so sensitive that it does that bullshit. Okay. Now I need to get that fur. Because I might actually see if I can try and platinum Back to the Future the game. Because I was very close to doing it on my 360. And I'd like to see if I can do it. Spray bottle cleaner.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. I already sprayed him. That doesn't need cleaning.
Hate when it does that stupid shit.
Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
Yeah, we got all the stuff. Okay, now I need to stick the spray bottle in the DeLorean.
It'll be safe in there. Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again.
And because we put the spray bottle in there, it'll age it a little bit more.
Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
Light's green.
Got that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. The system's out. I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it's starting to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests and we'll see what we find.
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though.
Okay. Maybe we should put it back in there. Let's talk to him. Well, first off, let's see the DeLorean light again. Come on.
Nope. No green light yet.
All right. I think we have to lie to Doc to do this.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
Okay. And then when that happens, we'll give the stuff to Tristan. A not so fine wine. Got
Any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great.
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm storing in there, you can... Uh-oh. Where did it go?
The lab!
You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Got it.
Age to perfection.
And then that sends us back to the lab.
Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
Kissy face.
Oh my!
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
Oh, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Corleone, what can I do for you?
Can I talk to Emmett? It's kind of important.
You'll have to wait until later. Emmett's got a lot to do before the expo opens. Isn't that right, darling?
You know it, Schnookums.
Schnookums?
You can talk to him later.
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
Don't I wish?
Let me see if I'm doing this right. Let's see if I'm doing this right. Give me a minute.
is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula.
Okay.
Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash.
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be. Now
That's
all
what
I
I
have
was
to do
trying
is set up Edna to think that Emmett's fooling around on her, and everything will be ready to go.
Yep. Now I can leave. Learn from my mistakes from last time. Alright, so now we're going back to the expo. We give everything back to Trixie.
Marty!
Doc!
Oh yeah, this cutscene. That's right.
What's all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh. You got the time circuits fixed.
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and in the timeline you're from.
The right timeline?
Yes, I've got a wife.
A great wife. Clara, and kids, and a dog, and a bitchin' time train, and
Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
Oh, well, Edna ends up...
We can't lie.
To be honest, she ends up kinda sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
This is where Doc ends up getting cold feet. And he kind of...
Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, you know, more healthy.
No.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you.
Turned you into a closer to relation.
She tried to erase your brain.
Oh, she was terrible, no argument. Horrible. Oh, but she started out with such pure intentions.
So did Nero. I don't believe this.
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we can find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
Not okay.
No. I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes?
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
This is where Doc kind of turns on Marty.
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
It is a bit sad, but at the same time, it has to be done. Because this Doc did not grow up to be the scientist he was supposed to be. So just imagine, you know, how him meeting Doc would have literally been. You know. But anyways, let's go ahead and give this stuff to Trixie.
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but they'll work. How about a diamond in the photo album?
I'll get them to you. I brought him its photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. Now bring me that diamond, and we'll be in business.
Oh, I got that diamond, alright. Here you go, baby.
Voila.
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up, and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Great.
The other woman got the trophy. Timely Traveler. That is one of the hardest trophies I ever had to try and get on my 360. Was Timely Traveler. Because you have to do it in a specific way. You have to do it in less than, you know, the time that you would do, which means you can't backtrack. You have to do everything in one location and do everything in the other one. So that way, you know, now thing is, the last cutscene where you have to literally go and give back the can of spray, that doesn't count for it. You had to do all the stuff before that cutscene. And that's why that's one of the hardest, most missable achievements that I can think of. So now, all we gotta do now is get Doc ready, get Emmett ready. Okay, so can of oil. Emmett.
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Michael. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know. No telling how Edna's gonna react.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
Emmett!
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
My grandfather's suit!
My formula!
Oh.
Look! Turn your head! I'll be right back, and we can try this all over again.
It's Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter, how do you know this woman?
I don't. I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but I...
Go on. Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond, too. I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna,
Don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I
Imagine
took
if they
you
was
for.
really
I am,
fucking
see?
though. Imagine if they was really fucking though.
The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card.
Degenerate criminal.
I should have known.
Is
a degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
That went off great, huh?
Yeah, maybe too great.
Breaking up is hard to do.
Emmett!
Now we gotta stop Emmett from jumping off the courthouse.
Emmett!
Go away!
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
Story is over.
Stay there, Emmett! Don't throw away your future!
I don't have any future. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not be
do this right too.
but I don't care.
Stop!
What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do you...
This is where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
Oh. What are you thinking about?
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need... to give your system a jolt. Taking a thriller, like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. I think that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and see, there's this wild storm going on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore, and I never will.
Don't give me that. You care. Still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about... Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Corleone. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
You care about me.
Me? Care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You did this to me.
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Okay,
Fire.
I can work with that.
Delusion.
I loathe you, Michael Corleone. Or is that even your real name?
Fire and delusional.
Sure it is. Of course it is.
Well, it's a dumb name. And I guess I'm dumb for getting all worked up over somebody with such a dumb name.
Marty. My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
Gotta fire him up.
You ruined my life for fun?
Yeah, that's how I get my kicks.
You have to get Emmett angry.
All that time you spent building up my dreams, telling me I was going to be a great scientist.
Delusional.
Yeah, what a laugh. Dreams are only for people with guts enough to follow them.
You're saying I don't have guts?
You? Look at you.
What do you know? A person like you? You don't know the first thing about me. I have more dreams in my little finger than you'll ever have.
Hey, daydreams don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's
See what's happening now?
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah, and look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you. Listen to me, good. From now on, I'm living my life my way. I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas. My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Scott, I've got it.
Got what?
The solution. My invention. I know how to make it work.
Mental alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
Rocket car?
Not rockets at all. That was my mistake. The basic idea was sound, but the propulsion system was unworkable. Lightning. Suddenly the answer is clear. It came to me all at once, like
a bolt of lightning?
Exactly. Static electricity. Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Emmett, you're you again.
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be done. And the expo begins at 8.
Let's get the hell out of here before anything else happens.
What?
I said, let's get out of here before anything else.
We gotta save the doc. Your own personal Frankenstein.
I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue.
Wait, I gotta talk to Doc.
I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue.
Okay.
Emmett!
What?
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Don't.
Hang in there.
Very funny.
Use the hatch to get the spray.
Emmett's solution. This stuff's dangerous. That doesn't need to be sprayed by fabric-destroying enzymes.
I hate it when you use an item and it doesn't go back to the original screen. That's another little thing I don't like.
I wasn't planning on doing anything else.
Now we just gotta swing and get him. Come on, game. Don't do that.
Gotcha!
Let's get out of here.
Your pants! They're stuck!
Do something before we're crushed! Ah! What are you doing?
Trust me! Hold on!
What did you say your name was again?
Marty!
Marty? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Tungsten. The catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the converter will no doubt be intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention? You think you can finish it before the end of the expo?
Think? I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate in intensity, leading to sudden shifts in polarity. The results could conceivably be catastrophic.
Who cares?
My thought exactly. Science should be messy and unpredictable, or else where's the fun of it?
To the expo. Got our trophy.
Need a lift?
Mr. Sagan, got the kinks worked out of your car of the future?
Not all of them, but at least the DeLorean's mundane terrestrial functionality remains intact.
As usual, I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
There, my dear, don't worry. I'm sure it will all turn out well in the end.
Maybe for everyone else, but I suddenly feel very much like someone who's going to be alone and unloved for a very long time. Maybe I should get a cat.
Nonsense. I can state with nearly 100% certainty you're going to have a long and fulfilling life.
How can you know that?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing about you and young Emmett and his friends. Tell me, how much do you know about Michael Corleone?
This is where Doc turns evil. Excuse me. Well, we did it. We got through it.
Let me explain it again. I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable. It was science. She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. If Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Doc.
Well, I pushed on through and I was able to do it. My voice is starting to cut out a little bit, so while the credits are going, I'm gonna see if I can set up a raid, and then I'm gonna go rest. But I want to let everyone know thank you for coming. I'll do my schedule, my outro in just a little bit. And then we'll go on from there. I'll just let that go. But yeah, this was Random Monday, where I gave people what they wanted. After the voting of Doom, I played some Back to the Future the game. We'll probably do this next Monday as well, so we can finish the game and everything, and I can put Back to the Future the game to rest. I think I may have missed one achievement that I've done so far, so I'll probably do that off stream after I finish the game. But yeah, that's probably what we're going to do next Monday. But until then, tomorrow is Bloodborne Tuesday. I'll be continuing more stuff with my Night Solaire build. We'll see what happens with that on next Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm off. Thursday, I'll be debuting another side character in Dark Souls 3. We'll be doing that on Thursday. Friday is Fallout Friday. I'll be doing more of Isaac Eastwood's Pistol Whipping Journey in the Commonwealth. We'll be doing that on Friday. Saturday I'm off, Sunday I'm off, and Monday we will be doing the finale of Back to the Future the game. But I want to see who's live streaming, and we're going to attempt to do a raid. Hopefully this time Twitch will give me what the fuck I want and give me the raid I fucking want. Let's see who's live streaming. Okay. I think we can do that. We will be doing a raid to a friend of mine and Miss Luna Sanguines. Her name is Infernal Laura. She is playing Shadows of the Tomb Raider right now. Infernal Laura is an amazing streamer to me. She has a habit of She has a habit of liking to set things on fire in games. So if that's something that, you know, tickles your fancy, you know, give her a follow. I'm hoping people will give her a follow. It's a way of sharing some love around. Also, I'm waiting on my new Tier 1 emote to be approved. And when that happens, I will be a very happy nerd. I'm not spoiling what it is yet until it pops. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and set up a raid for Infernal Laura. So let me go and pull up my chat real quick. And then I'll do my outro. So Rumble, I hope you're still here. Because you seem to be the only one watching at the moment. You know? Okay. Yeah, I think I spelled it right. Let's hope the raid works this time. But, yeah. If you enjoyed what you saw today and you're watching this on Twitch, give the channel a follow. Become a member of the Spading family today. If you have some money lying around, you want to donate directly. If you want the channel to grow more than it already is. I'm sorry, my words are really jumbled right now. I'm not feeling good right now. You know, give a $4.99 subscription to the channel. You'll get access to a Nuka-Cola inspired emote. And sub badge, and you'll get access to the Tier 1 emote that I'm waiting to be approved at the moment. It's probably going to get approved, but it just takes Twitch time to get onto stuff. If you have a Twitch account that is powered by Twitch Prime, you can drop that free Twitch Prime sub on me. Any amount of money that I get from donations to bits to subscriptions will go toward me getting a new computer so I can widen my horizons of live streaming for everybody. If you're watching this later on YouTube when it's published, get the channel subscription. It's the same thing as following. Give the video a like, give a positive comment down below. Because your boy tries to enforce that positivity because the whole world is filled with negative assholes that just want to ruin your day. So, let's go ahead and start the raid here. I'm hoping that it works. But, sorry. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm your friendly neighborhood game machine. This was Back to the Future of the Game. And until I see everyone in the next video or live stream, peace out and happy gaming, my friends.